Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we dive into the stories behind the headlines about our favourite Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Today, we're unpacking the drama brewing in royal circles and shining a light on the stark contrast between Prince Harry and the other members of the royal family. So, grab a cup of tea and let's get into it. First up, the ongoing tensions between Kate Middleton and Prince William have taken another twist. Reports are emerging that Kate is subtly calling out William, and the dynamics between the two seem to resemble a don't ask, don't tell agreement. They appear to be living separate lives, Kate taking charge of the children while William remains focused on his other pursuits. Kate has been vocal lately, and the tone of her comments has raised eyebrows. In a recent interview, she highlighted her battle with cancer, sharing that William wasn't by her side during her chemotherapy treatments. This revelation has sparked widespread discussion, with some questioning William's priorities during such a challenging time for Kate. During her visit to the Royal Marsden Hospital, Kate reflected on the sense of isolation she felt while undergoing treatment privately, contrasting it with the supportive camaraderie she observed among patients there. While this might paint a picture of resilience, it also leaves room for speculation about the dynamics within their marriage. Where was William during this period, and why wasn't he more present for her? As the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have carved out their own path, focusing on issues such as mental health, climate change, racial justice and philanthropy, Kate and William have been tasked with proving that they too have a significant role in modernising the monarchy. However, the two couples' approaches to public life couldn't be more different. While Harry and Meghan have often embraced transparency, speaking out about their experiences and using their platform to advocate for societal change, William and Kate have adhered more to the traditional royal role, focusing on ceremonial duties, charitable work, and remaining more private about their personal lives. While Harry and Meghan's advocacy work has garnered significant attention, Kate and William's efforts in similar areas, like mental health, early childhood education, and environmental conservation, are often seen as less revolutionary or groundbreaking. Their campaigns are heavily tied to royal traditions, which some critics argue might appear outdated in comparison to the more progressive and vocal stance taken by the Sussexes. Meghan and Harry's transition from royalty to Hollywood power couple has intrigued the American public, capturing the imagination of millions. Their decision to move to California, a global entertainment capital, has positioned them not only as former royals but also as figures navigating the complex world of celebrity and activism in a media-driven culture. The US has traditionally had an ambivalent relationship with the British royal family, with many Americans viewing the monarchy as an outdated institution that doesn't hold much relevance to their own lives. However, Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties and their subsequent ability to carve out their own public roles has sparked a kind of fascination with their personal story. In America, there's a tendency to romanticize people who break from tradition and embrace independence. Meghan, in particular, has been seen as a trailblazer, breaking boundaries as a biracial woman who has navigated both the world of Hollywood and the traditionally white, European-centric royal family. Harry, too, is viewed as a man who rejected the rigid structures of his birthright to pursue a life that reflects his values of humanitarianism, mental health advocacy and social change. The American public, with its embrace of personal freedom and individualism, has welcomed them with open arms, especially compared to the more conservative British press. This brings us to another interesting point. While Kate's candidness might seem like an attempt to connect with the public, some critics argue that her narrative raises doubts. Royals often have access to private medical facilities, making the secrecy around her treatments seem puzzling. Moreover, the insinuation that she faced such a significant challenge alone raises questions about the narrative being spun. On another front, it's hard not to draw comparisons between the Cambridges and the Sussexes. While critics of Harry and Meghan often claim they're living separate lives or driven by ulterior motives, the reality appears to be the opposite. Harry and Meghan's recent victories, both legally and in the public eye, demonstrate their unwavering partnership and resilience. Their ability to support each other through thick and thin stands in stark contrast to the cracks appearing in other royal marriages. Harry and Meghan have been strategic in shaping their new life in California. They have avoided getting caught up in the tabloid frenzy that often surrounds the royal family, particularly in Britain, by focusing on their charitable endeavours and business ventures. Their non-royal status allows them to advocate for causes they care about, such as racial equality, mental health awareness and climate change, without the constraints of royal protocol. At the same time, they have also embraced their new life in the public eye, with Harry particularly becoming an outspoken advocate for mental health. Their lives are marked by a more relaxed and relatable persona than what they had while serving as senior royals, and they have become symbols of independence in a world that increasingly values authenticity and transparency. While the media and public focus on the couple's lifestyle and personal choices, particularly their financial independence and their philanthropic ventures, they also continue to experience some of the challenges that come with being in the spotlight, especially when their personal lives are under constant scrutiny. Speaking of Harry, his recent win against the tabloids is monumental. It's clear that this victory has left the royal family scrambling. Harry's access to critical information about who betrayed him within the institution adds a new layer of tension. Could this lead to another book or a public revelation of what he knows? Only time will tell, but the silence from Buckingham Palace speaks volumes. The big question, however, remains whether Meghan and Harry will ever return to the British royal fold, or if they will continue to pursue their separate paths as private citizens and activists. While both have emphasised that their departure was a personal decision made in search of freedom and independence, it's unclear what the future holds in terms of their relationship with the royal family and their role in royal life. Could the couple's advocacy work eventually be integrated into the royal family's modernising agenda? Will they return to a more public-facing role within the monarchy, or will they remain at arm's length, continuing to operate from afar? The answer to this question could have a profound impact on the future of the monarchy. If Meghan and Harry do return, it could signal a shift towards a more globally connected, cause-driven monarchy. On the other hand, if they continue to distance themselves, the monarchy may evolve without their involvement, possibly reshaping the public's expectations of the royals in ways that are difficult to predict. As for Charles and William, it seems they're strategizing their next moves, possibly seeking to overshadow Harry's success. A meeting with prominent global leaders may be on the horizon, but will it be enough to shift the narrative back in their favour? For now, Harry has undeniably emerged victorious, and the royals are likely treading carefully, knowing he holds the cards. In closing, this royal saga continues to unfold, with Harry and Meghan proving time and again that their bond and commitment to each other are unshakable. It's a story of resilience, triumph, and a refusal to bow to pressures from within or outside the family. What do you all think about these developments? Share your thoughts, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care.